Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Esteemed educators, honorable government and fellow debaters, I stand before you today to oppose the motion this House will ban government funding of religious school. For opposition argument, firstly, the motion fundamentally undermines parental choice. Parents have the right to choose the best education for their children, and for many, this includes religious education. By denying government funding to religious schools, the motion restricts this choice and limits educational opportunities for countless students. Furthermore, the motion infringes upon the fundamental right to religious freedom. Religious schools often provide a unique environment where students can learn about their faith and develop a strong moral compass. Denying them government funding discriminates against religious minorities and stifles the diversity of thought and belief. Contrary to popular belief, religious schools often excel academically. They frequently outperform public schools in standardized tests and university admissions rates. This is due to their emphasis on discipline, values, and a rigorous curriculum. By limiting funding to this institution, we risk compromising the quality of education for a significant portion of the population. Moreover, religious schools contribute to a diverse educational landscape. They offer unique perspective, cultural tradition, and ethical frameworks that enrich society as a whole. A diverse education system is essential for fostering critical thinking, tolerance, and understanding. Religious schools play a vital role in building strong communities. They often provide a sense of belonging, support network, and a shared moral code. By fostering a sense of community, the schools contribute to social cohesion and reduce crime rates. Furthermore, religious schools often provide essential service to their communities, such as after-school programs, youth activities, and charitable initiatives. These contributions are invaluable and should not be overlooked. The government argues for a separation of a church and state, but this principle should not extend to denying essential service to religious institutions. Government funding, when properly allocated and monitored, can ensure accountability and transparency in the use of public funds. By subjecting religious schools to government oversight, we can safeguard against potential misuse of resources and maintain high educational standards. The motion's implementation could have severe economic consequences. Religious schools often operate on tight budgets, and a sudden cut in government funding could force them to close or significantly reduce their service. This will not only impact the education of countless students but also result in job loss and a decline in local economies. Moreover, the motion could exacerbate social inequality. Religious schools often serve disadvantaged communities and provide opportunities for students who might not have access to quality education elsewhere. By denying these schools funding, we risk perpetuating a cycle of poverty and educational disadvantage. Religion plays a vital role in shaping individual values, ethics, and worldview. Religious schools provide a unique environment where students can explore their faith and develop a strong moral compass. By denying government funding to this institution, we risk undermining the moral fabric of society and creating a generation of individuals devoid of spiritual guidance. Government argument for schooling, if taken to its logical conclusion, could lead to the erosion of fundamental freedoms and the suppression of diverse viewpoints. Once we start restricting funding based on religious affiliation, Where do we draw the line? Will we next ban funding for schools that promote certain political ideologies or cultural values? The precedent set by this motion is dangerous and could have far-reaching consequences for individual liberties. Religious education is not merely about indoctrination, it is about cultivating critical thinking, moral reasoning, and a sense of of, and a sense of purpose. Religious schools often provide a strong foundation in subjects like history, literature, and philosophy, which are crucial for a well-rounded education. By denying the school's funding, we risk limiting student access to a comprehensive and enriching curriculum. And next, religious schools often play a vital role in their communities, providing social service, charitable initiative, and community support. They can be a source of stability and hope, particularly in marginalized areas. By cutting off government funding, we risk weakening this institution and undermining the social fabric of our communities. Esteemed educators, honorable government, and fellow debaters, I rise once more to address the fallacies and inconsistencies in the government arguments. The government has consistently misrepresented the nature of religious education and the role of religious schools in society. They claim that religious schools are more indoctrination centers, devoid of intellectual rigor and critical thinking. This is a gross oversimplification and a blatant disregard for the diverse range of educational philosophies and pedagogical approaches employed by religious institutions. Furthermore, the promotion's assertion that government funding is necessary to ensure quality education is unfounded. Numerous studies have shown that religious schools often outperform public schools in standardized tests and university admissions. This is a testament to the commitment of religious schools to academic excellence and the dedication of their teachers. The government fear mongering about the potential for religious extremism is unfounded and divisive. Religious schools are committed to promoting peace, tolerance, and understanding. By singling out religious institutions for discrimination treatment, the proportion undermines the very principle of equality and fairness that they claim to uphold. In conclusion, the government motion is a misguided attempt to impose a one-size-fits-all approach to education. It ignores the diversity of educational needs and preferences, and it undermines the fundamental right to religious freedom. By supporting government funding for religious schools, we can ensure a more equitable, inclusive, and prosperous society for all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.